I would ask. All right, so how are we going to confuse and make him go, wait, what? But I'm like, nah, let's not. Oh, death approaches.
No, I don't.
Aw, but I like it when you approach.
Ah, here we are. On, a Death Knight has joined us. How wonderful. So let's go ahead and do the show thing in three, two, one. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Brony Show. I am your host here to bring you the Brony community for yet another week. I am Circuit Main, getting ready and slowly losing what is left of my Concordia Concord, or my crate, Cranium Suzette. I got close. So yeah, I'm losing my mind. But I am Circuit Main here to bring you the Brony community for this week as I slowly descend into whatever madness is left. But I am not here by myself. I am joined by a wonderful group of panelists here to also bringing you the Brony community for this week. I am joined by Deathlight Productions.
Hi.
Textalion.
Hey.
Toakoi.
Is there any madness that we haven't done yet?
The So Mad That We're Actually Quite Sane. And
I think we're getting there.
The Suki of Otaku Ascended.
Yeah.
Yes, and of course, I'd like to welcome everybody here for the Brony Show for this week. We are just a few short days away from the last BabsCon, and I am full gears trying to prep in so many ways. Honestly, it is mind-numbing exactly what I have, what's going on, what I have yet to do, what I am doing. Oh, don't tell me that wait, things are quiet? That's kind of weird. Am I quiet?
Well, we were also not talking there for a bit, so...
Yeah, am I quiet? Are the people quiet? Is everybody quiet? Is everything quiet? You might need to turn up if it's quiet. Also, if the site... Is the site down at the moment? Boy, that would be...
do not
No,
know.
oh, no, it loaded up just fine. I got it up here. Or... Yeah. Somebody double check on that. If it's still not working, I could do a quick backup reload here, but... Yeah, on top of everything, yep, we are here to celebrate the Brony community for this weekend. Of course, that means BabsCon, the final BabsCon, which is kind of a sad and unfortunate thing, but all good things must eventually come to an end. Whether it's just after a short while or for a very, very, very long time. That was earlier. Okay. That's something else that we got working on vaguely. We don't know what's going on with that. Well, we do. The embed is broken. But that's a YouTube decide to break things again kind of situation. But anyway, getting back on track here. Where was I? Right. Brony show.
I'm so sad your bed's broken.
And yeah. What can I say? They keep bouncing the website too much and it finally broke. Da-da-da-da-da. Okay. Okay, just taking a deep breath here. So, hello, everybody. And, we are getting ready for BabsCon. I'm getting ready for BabsCon. I have so much to do still. I'm expecting an order from Walmart to complete one portion of my shenaniganry with the flag that I'm going to run around to try to get signed. Has anybody ever tried to get fabric markers right now at this point?
I haven't done so for a bit.
It's surprisingly difficult if you want to get more than just 4 or 5 colors. I wanted to get a wide array of colors because it is going to be a big white flag and we're going to have hundreds, if not over 1,000 people at BabsCon this year. That's having a lot of different colors there is going to make it amazing looking. So I wanted to do more than just like a handful of maybe 8, like a freaking kindergarten's Crayola box. I wanted more than the freaking 8 colors of Crayola. I wanted a wide variety. Unfortunately,
You know the reason why it's so hard to do that is because mostly it's used to mark on certain types of fabric to draw patterns and lines, not as a creative expression.
No, they use it for creative expression too. In fact, that's pretty much that's why you find them in craft stores and creative places. Or yes. The problem is that
the place of creation.
The problem is that one craft store is going out of business, so you can't find them there anymore if it didn't already get bought up. One store, they'll have them, but it's not a very good supply. And one of them is so questionable that I only go there if I have no other resort, which is slowly becoming the reality, which really sucks even more. And one of them is Walmart. But so
somehow Walmart not being the worst is surprising.
That is the case because I actually do. I found a thing of like 32 fabric markers, 32 different colors. but I had to order it from Walmart. But luckily, I should get the order in tomorrow, so I'm working on that. But along with that, I am also getting the final bottles of me prepared for transportation as well. That also includes a bunch of one-time stickers, because I'm only making these stickers for this particular con. These stickers will never appear again. The image will appear, just not the stickers. The pack that comes with... No, not the pack that comes with a sharpener. I'm talking about the little dinky pack that you get whenever you're just like, I need crayons for kindergarten, and then they give you this little tiny Crayola 8-pack. It's like the small little yellow box. It's only got like 8 different crayons. You got white in there, and you never need white, because God help them if they ever get a construction paper that isn't white.
Hi, black construction paper, the thing that made Batman the Animated Series looks good.
Well, I'm not saying it isn't there out there and it could be used. It's just that you rarely see it.
Yeah.
It's a shame. But yeah, no, I got meat in the making. I got fabric markers being sent. I got last minute supplies, provisions, laundry details, and I also got somebody who's coming in from, I think it's I basically got old Comet Star Shot, that from the early days of the Brony show. He's going to be hanging out with us. He decided to use this opportunity to hang, since it's been a long time since he's been with us here. So he's going to hang out with us, and he's going with us over to BabsCon. So I'm also going to be picking him up from the airport tomorrow too. So yeah, there's just a lot going on. I'm losing my mind. Which
and I know Blake would have loved to come, but life happened.
Yeah, which he's going to kind of regret here, but we'll get to that in a little bit. But first off, so it looks like people are already starting to lean into the What's Up Brony. So really quickly, what we're going to be doing for the show today is I actually had a really good idea in the process of all of this, when I realized that I still had a lot to do. And some of it is just things that I enjoy doing to have fun at the con. And one of the things was Doorspam. Now, the reason I brought up Doorspam onto the show at some point, and I think we even did an image search at some point just for fun.
We did.
But I think in this case, I want to make an official Brony Show 2025 Doorspam kit. I say kit, but it's really just going to be about like 4 pages that you can print anywhere that will have Doorspam images that you can cut out and use painter's tape to put onto hotel doors to add a special flair to conventions. So, yes, today's Brony Show, we are going to be doing a search for memes, fun and cute images, and just general basically images you would find on an image board. So, yeah, you wouldn't usually not see like a giant comic strip on an image board. I say usually, but just a bunch of fun images, and we're going to cobble them all. We're going to get the best ones, cobble them all together into a few pages, and make those pages available to print. So this is the official 2025 Brony Show Doorspam special show today. It's totally not because I'm trying to get you guys to do the work for me.
What? You put work on us? Never.
But I am also going to add a little bit of a new wrinkle in all of this. Now, instead of just Derpy Boru, I have 3 different pony image sites, along with a few other old pony image reference sites that can be used. Then we're going to let everybody basically go hog wild and start digging through all of them to find fun stuff. So, yeah, this is going to be a treat. But first, I think it's a good chance to warm up our vocal cords, give myself a chance to enjoy a delicious cup of Twilight Sparkle tea, because I bought this several conventions ago and I haven't had a chance to even taste it yet. And I figured I might as well give it a taste in case it's any good, in case I want to buy more of it if it's at the convention this year.
It's Twilight. How can it not taste good?
You'd be surprised. But, besides, it's not the Twilight Sparkle, it's the tea that you gotta be careful about. But why not do it with a big old heaping helping delicious dose, double dosage of wub. So I would like to ask all of you, as I do every week, what's up, Bronies?
Still somewhat recovering from Ponies Online and trying not to overwork myself with, okay, need to stop worrying about next year, need to start worrying about next year.
Honestly, I kind of feel that, but I'm more worried about having to worry about next month.
No, I know.
Yeah. No, seriously, after this week is over, I'm going to veg out for at least 5 days. You are not going to get my attention for anything. The Brony show could be getting burned to the ground, and I wouldn't care anymore. I'm just like, I'm out. I don't care. I need rest. I need a breather. I just drove myself crazy for several months. I need some time. Even though, yeah.
Well, my company is not staying for long, and he's mostly here for my family members, so I was able to duck out.
Oh, that's cool.
Nice.
Glad to see you're here. Hope you're ready to find some Doorspam.
I'm not sure if I am.
I'm sure you will. It'll catch on quick. Well, on a good note, the tea is actually quite delightful. It was a pea blossom tea, so it's nicely blue now. It's quite delicious.
Ooh.
Yep. So yeah,
And he's gotta be going home soon, so that's that too.
Yeah. Well, on a fun little personal note, I finally achieved not exactly an all-time dream, but something that I knew I was going to do if it ever occurred. Some of you, if you know my video game obsessions, you know that I am a big fan of JRPGs, and one of the big reasons I'm a big fan of JRPGs was early PlayStation games, which JRPGs were really prevalent on, and they really had their golden age during that time.
I'm glad I got invested around PS2 era because I didn't find much interest in the for JRPGs on PlayStation 1.
That's fair. PlayStation 2 had some great JRPGs too. It's just they just really started taking off in the PlayStation 1 era.
Yeah.
At least in the Americas. That's when they started really hitting. And one of the big series that not a lot of people know about, but is ridiculously hard to get copies of nowadays, is Suikoden or Suikoden, Psychoden, however you want to pronounce it. It's a lot of crazy
words.
words.
There was a collection recently.
Yeah, no, there was an HD release of that, which because of that, it means that it had achievements on all of the different consoles now. So my big goal was to platinum the entire game on PlayStation 4. Well, 5. PlayStation 5. Which, I'm not gonna lie, it was hard and not in the ways you would expect it. No. I played it in hard mode. I went through the battles. Those were not a problem. I took down more difficult bosses. Those were not a problem. No. The horror, the nightmare that is the mini games of JRPGs of yore.
Jesus.
The ones where you did hard difficulty, and then what it would do is it would mix up controls. It would start to swing the camera around. You would have things that you would not be able to see. You had to keep up. You couldn't miss anything once. And that was the hard mode, not the professional mode.
I'm not gonna bother going for those.
I recall one of the most unfair bosses in any JRPG is where you had to listen to something and it fades to black, and you have to make sure you hit the right notes while it's fading to black.
Now, JRPGs, does that include Kingdom Hearts and Dragon Quest? Yes, in a way. Kingdom Hearts,
Kingdom
Hearts is technically a JRPG, though it's gotten a lot more mainstream appeal, so I kind of have a lean on that. Dragon Quest, Dragon Quest definitely is a heavier JRPG.
Dragon Quest was the original.
Yeah, it really was.
Yeah.
Dragon
Quest
Quest
is the RPG.
Yeah, you know what? I do give you that. Yeah, Dragon Quest was the JRPG. It is
that Nintendo got inspired by Dragon Quest to make Pokemon.
Nah, well,
No,
maybe.
there's a lot there.
There's a lot there,
Dragon
but I think
Quest
it was
the
more.
reason why we have slimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Dragon Quest is definitely JRPG. I don't know. It's just that everybody really latched onto 11 that I started to kind of raise my eyebrow. But I realized they have a freaking MMO that never came out to the US. It is a JRPG because you can't play some of the games here. I'm not kidding. Bring us Dragon Quest 10, you cowards. Anyway,
Never.
They won't.
Kingdom Hearts is the only one that I kind of raise a light eyebrow on because it is made by Squaresoft. It is Square Enix now. It was Squaresoft.
Phoenix, yeah.
It does have Final Fantasy elements in it. It is a JRPG,
And
but
characters.
it's really massive mainstream appeal too. So it's
Well, Circuit, it
JRPG
only
Lite?
got massive.
JRPG Lite, I guess.
Well, Circuit, it only got massive after like Kingdom Hearts 2.
No. Even Kingdom Hearts 1 really hit hard. It's just that Kingdom Hearts 2, it did the thing that sequels should do. It took what made the first one great and took it even further beyond.
In terms of combat, anyways.
Yeah, you know what? I'll give Kingdom Hearts a JRPG badge too, begrudgingly. But I gotta admit, maybe that's my gatekeeping showing. I feel that.
Okay,
I've been playing so many obscure and weird JRPGs that now I'm starting to think, well, I don't know, everybody knows this one. It's like, no, don't do that.
Okay, well here's the thing about not being sure about action RPGs being JRPGs. Yeez.
Thank you.
You know what?
Yeah.
You knocked any argument I had out of the water. Kingdom Hearts is a JRPG.
And certain
You did it.
Trails games.
Yeah.
Trails is
I mean,
JRPG
Legend of
to the
Heroes
core.
games.
I was
Legend
gonna
of
say,
Heroes
I was gonna say, like, remember the first two Yeez games, you attacked by walking into things.
good old bump combat.
Yeah.
May that never come back again. That was
car combat.
bumper car combat.
Pay
Yeah.
for it.
But anyway, the curse of old JRPGs and a lot of games in general way back when was that the mini games were nightmare fueled. They were hard if you tried to do anything above easy difficulty. And the Platinum, luckily they had some mercy with some of the mini games, but with some of them, you basically had to try, practice, record. You had to do so much and pray to whatever RNGesus you believe in that it would give you just the right one to let you through, but I managed to pull it off. I managed to pull it off in the worst way. Now, and I will tell you, I hate that. I'm never going to play the minigames again in Suikoden 2. I love Suikoden 2, but those minigames were nightmare fuel. I hated the old game. I never played it when I played the original, and now I'll never play it again. I got my platinum. It will never happen again.
I might play the minigames, but I won't do it to completion on the minigames.
Well, the fun thing is with the minigames, you don't technically, there's difference between completion and platinuming. Because of mole game, you only have to complete up to hard, which is good. Because they also have a professional mode. And hard is already complete balls. So you just...
Professional is unforgiving from what I've been hearing.
Yeah, it very much is. All right, anyway, sorry, I went off tangent there, but I was really happy. I was really happy to platinum that game. I've loved the Suikoden series. I've played a lot of it. It's one of my favorites. I mean, every time I go to an anime convention, I still scour for figures and posters and prints or anything that people have that are related to it. Like with Secret of Mana, it's one of those RPGs I will love forever until my dying day, even though it's basically faded to a weird obscurity. But anyway, yeah, I got platinum, so I was happy for that. Anybody else have any other What's Up Brony now that I've completely derailed everything? And which one had an RTS? Secret of Evermore? That one's not a JRPG. I hate to say that. It is not.
Which one?
Secret of Evermore.
Oh.
It is not a JRPG.
Anyway, I'm sure there's other topics besides JRPGs.
There is. Sorry.
No,
Moving on.
this is not
Any
a
other
JRPG,
What's Up
this is not
Brony? Any other What's Up Brony?
The JRPG podcast.
You know what? I've actually debated doing a JRPG podcast. I've also debated doing an anime podcast, but we're gonna move away from that because this is the Brony Show podcast.
Well, I haven't done a whole lot this weekend or last week at all.
Honestly, I kind of feel. I wish I wasn't doing a whole lot. I just want to veg for a day or two or 3 or 10.
You know, I just rebuilt a whole exhaust on a car, nothing major.
Ah, no. I mean, you do that on a weekend, man.
Yeah, that's what I did was the weekend.
That's what you did do on the weekend.
Yeah, you did. Also, the night lasts forever in Splatoon 3.
Neat.
So I need to put a muffler on it. Well, I need to find a muffler. That doesn't yet.
You know, the cheeky part of me would go, okay, then just go to a clothing store. They sell mufflers.
Well, I mean, muffler is still good though. That's cool.
For those that didn't get it, a scarf is called a muffler in Japan.
See, I had no clue. I was completely lost.
I just walked away and ignored that.
Yeah. But it's like, it doesn't sound bad without the muffler, but it's like, when I'm given the job to make a vehicle as boring as possible, it needs to be quieter. Like, for me, that's fine, because the exhaust basically pretty much comes out right behind you, well, pretty much at the end of the vehicle. But, yeah. When I use the term as boring as possible, it really means just don't gotta think about anything. Just turn the key, go, and drive. You don't need to think about nothing.
That's the kind of driving experience I want just in general. Just turn the key and drive. Don't worry about anything else. Yeah.
That's why I never let anybody drive my Silverado, because I let one person drive it, and I didn't tell them that it was a 400 horsepower, like 500 pounds of torque monster. So they thought it was any other just half-ton truck, and they stomped it and immediately started burning the tires. It's like, no, wait. This is the ease into the speed type of truck. You don't stomp it.
Over here, just sitting in the truck. I want to see if you could get off. No, sorry. Sorry.
Yeah.
If you can't tell, for some reason I prap on the brain. I don't know.
We're going for a ride, kids. Hold on to your butts.
All right, let's go ahead and move on here. Unless anybody else has any other quick what's up, Brony. Sorry, my brain just snapped. Thank you, CMC, for snapping my brain. Let's go ahead and talk about PonyCons. We're going to talk about PonyCons here because, wow, so much is happening. BabsCon is in just a few short days, and along with that, there's also Pinkaboo's Mayhem, which will be happening the Sunday evening, well, early afternoon to evening right after BabsCon. This, of course, is due to the unfortunate situation which caused the musicians to drop out of BabsCon, and so that they can still, celebrate the Brony music culture and, allow Bronies to enjoy the musicians. They still did what they could to get a concert set up to play on Sunday. Now, of course, that means we still got some music. It got a good convention that is saying goodbye. So you can tell that they're going to be completely blowing off the walls. They're doing everything they can to make it as memorable as possible in some great and terrible ways at the same time. I'm not gonna lie, that this is awesome and it sucks all at the same time. It really is kind of the craziest of both worlds. But getting that in mind here, it does look like well, let's start off with Mayhem real fast. They've been advertising the merchandise that is going to be exclusive to the venue that while the concert is going on. They did also mention, though, in case you aren't going to be able to make it, or maybe if you can make it, whatever happens, they are going to, if they have anything left over, they are going to make it available online. But it is going to be limited stock, so if it's gone, it's gone. So yeah, shirts, buttons, posters, stickers, badges. You get a free ticket. I've actually signed up. I already signed up for my ticket for Mayhem, so I might see if I can go ahead and drop into it and enjoy it for a time. I don't think I'm gonna do the whole thing because it's going to be going until 2 a.m. and I'm driving with Haru and Comet Starshop, and we got to drive home after all of that.
Yeah, I don't see you having a boozer there.
Oh no, it doesn't mean I can't have a boozer. It just means that if
It's
I,
not the day night of he's driving home.
it's just that I will either be dragging my feet to get into a car just to either sleep halfway through driving, or I'm going to be miserable all Monday while we're trying to get home. There's not going to be, it's not going to end well if I do the entire concert. But it doesn't mean that I'm not going to go and check out the concert regardless, because this, despite everything, it is really cool that they're doing their best to pull off something really amazing for people that love the musicians, and I love that. And I do support that. I just wish it was under better circumstances. That is the big thing. I just wish it was better circumstances. However,
Well,
if you are going to Babso, please go to their Eventbrite, go to their Discord, go to their website, go to their Blue Sky, whatever you have. Go to their resources. Get a ticket. This is a ticketed event. It is free, but it is ticketed. And you have to have a ticket. So just go to the Eventbrite, get the ticket, you're golden. You only need to spend 5 minutes out of your life. It is easy. Please.
Don't get thrown out of the venue by the
You wouldn't get thrown out, you just wouldn't be admitted, which sucks. And I'm pretty sure that they are doing tickets because they do still have limited seating to some extent. They probably have a lot of seats, but it's still going to be limited. So, yeah, please do. Do yourself a favor. However, with that, BabsCon did do a surprising thing just a few days ago. And I think some people are losing... well, no, it's not, I think. Some people are losing their minds because this came out of nowhere. And even nobody saw this coming. Nobody. So they did announce that Saturday they are still going to do what they can to have a musical venue. And apparently they managed to headline Mystery Skulls.
yeah, I saw that. Like, dang, how did you do that?
Well, I mean, it's not too hard considering if you had all the musicians suddenly drop out like that, you'd probably have a lot more money than you expected, so you could probably flex some of it.
True.
Yeah. It does look like they may have a few other musicians, also, some musicians that were still able or willing to sign on for Saturday. So Friday there's probably still no music concert still, but Saturday it looks like they are having their own version of Burning Mare with Mystery Skulls as a headliner, which is honestly surprising. And yes, this is not going to be streamed or recorded in any way, so if you're going, you will be able to enjoy it. If not, yeah. So yeah, this is already turning out to be a very interesting BabsCon. There's no flexing this any other way. It is a very, very interesting BabsCon. So yeah, I'm kind of I'm not sure how I feel. I think I know what I kind of feel like this button a little bit. I really wish I weren't living through a major Brony event right now. At the same time, it is definitely interesting as hell, but I kind of wish I wasn't living through it at the same time, you know?
Well, it could have been worse. You couldn't have dealt with Las Pegasus.
No, I wouldn't want to deal with that. Well, I mean, I don't know. I probably wouldn't have been there as an actual guest. I probably would have been there as an attendee, so worst case, yeah, just watching everything collapse around me and then just kind of hanging out my hotel room for the evening would have definitely been an interesting experience. But yeah. So, yeah. We got music on Saturday. We got a special concert on Sunday. This is going to be a crazy BabsCon. Crazy BabsCon. I'm all there for it, literally, because I'm going to be there. And along with that, we do have Griffish Isles. That will be 2 weeks later over in Manchester, UK. And a few weeks after that, Something Social will have a multimedia event of different, multimedia event that showcases content from the Brony fandom. That'll be near the end of May, and also online. So you can take a breather now. We can take a breather, but we are starting to get into the full swing of the convention season. I hope you guys are ready. So let's go ahead and get into the news now. Starting off, just a quick shout out to a fun little radio play that is still going on. Friendship is Tragic. They are up to season 2 with episode 12, A Changeling of Heart. So yeah, this is a big production. So yeah, you're definitely gonna want to make sure you start from the beginning. But if you are if anybody's ever wanted to get listen to a big audio production that's been going on for a while, now they have one that has been going on for quite a while, and it looks like they are still continuing. So you could probably spend an entire day going through this and maybe not even get through it all, which is really cool. You even have little pictures. Look at that. So yeah, something cool to shout out there. Next. So for those of you who love the pony videos, but you want a big old heaping dose of the best of the month, along with maybe some shout outs to some of the best ponies of yesteryear, the top 10 pony videos of March 2025 has released. Which has some really fun. Has a lot of videos. Some of them we showed a little bit on the show here. Some of them we haven't had a chance to yet, but they are all there. It's all a lot of fun, and I do recommend absolutely checking it out because you can probably find some amazing videos you have not known about yet, and get a chance to enjoy the amazing videos that you haven't had a chance to look at yet. Next, Wild Mains. This is really funny because we actually checked out the Roblox last week. It did mention that a new Wild Mains was coming out in a few days, and lo and behold, a Wild Mains came out a few days later. This, of course, is doing with personality changing macarons. How does that work? What does that mean? You are going to have to tune in and see. But yeah, it's still fun, it's still silly, and they are still enjoying. And apparently the chat room has gone feral.
Oh.
Let's go ahead and move on now that the chat room has gone feral.
Second, when aren't they feral?
So, Reese's, not Reese's, Reese's, has started to show up a line of G4 toys and plushies over in China. Of course, we have different pony plushies right here. We also got pony plushie sea ponies. Little tiny plushies. So many plushies. I mean, seriously, there's just so many plushies here. Look at this. You even got background characters. Let's get back up here. You got well, not background. You got secondaries. You got Sunset. You got Trixie. You got Starlight. I mean, that's really awesome. You can even get some of the other characters in there. Yeah, just a lot of G4 pony plushies. Really cool. And it looks like there's also, they mentioned the giant one. Oh, I see. Wait, are those? Oh. I see. So they got some really big, some somewhat big Celestia and Luna ones, but I think they're just big in comparison to the other plushies there because
other figures, yeah.
Yeah. They say giant versions, but they don't look as big unless I'm missing something. I mean, they're still pretty cool, and I would definitely go for one if it wasn't for the fact that it's probably going to be like 5 times more expensive now. So anyway, that's something to look out for, and maybe import from Indonesia. Now I'm looking at other things that we can't have. So Dinosaur has really also teased a bunch of pony toys, including G4 and G5. And this one, we are definitely getting more into the weeds of pony toys.
Also, you're not sharing your screen.
I am not. I expect you to share it yourself. Find a way. Dig deep. I'm sure you can find a way to share it. Give me a second.
Get your own screen.
Get your own screen with blackjack and hookers. Okay.
You know,
You
forget
know,
the
if
blackjack
that was
and the
actually
hookers.
there, we would be banned.
Yeah.
Yeah, screw the whole thing.
Yeah. But yeah, the figures look pretty cool. Get a nice little mix of G4 figures there. I think that's a oh no, that is oh, that's Pippi. That's Pip
Elon
Petals.
Stalking.
So you still got some G5 Pip in there. Oh, you got some Opaline. Ooh, it's actually Opaline, Misty. I would lose it if I suddenly saw Allura in all of this, but I highly doubt we're going to. Oh, here's the little pudding ones that we saw earlier. I think a week or two ago. Yeah. And now they also apparently have them as boba tea.
Where?
It's this new flavor, boba tea.
Well, it looks like boba tea, but it also appears to have a dice or a little dice roller in there. So I don't know what's going on with that, but it looks cool. All right. And of course, Caillou is releasing more cards. In this case, a Rainbow Edition card set is going to be released internationally. So luckily, that means that we may have an opportunity of being able to grab these cards without having to fork over an arm and a leg, just the arm.
Oh, that's
I'm
still
more like a
an
hand and more like a hand and a foot now.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna like us more than the hand and foot.
I don't know. Hopefully, there is easy ways to get these because these are actually really cool cards, and the fact that they have an international release of them means that they'll be a lot easier to come by than getting them right now, which it's a pain. I'm not gonna lie, it is an absolute pain. I managed to get some, but it was a pain. And now it's even worse. But when I was getting them before, it was a pain. But you know what isn't a pain? Symbiote has released more information about the Jumbo Rainbow Dash.
You know, I actually was thinking reading Rainbow, but
No, Jumbo Dash.
No, this Rainbow reads you. But yeah, the Symbiote Jumbo Rainbow Dash is now currently up for pre-order. So it's a 20-inch tall plushie. So yeah, no, this thing is pretty big, 20 inches, and it goes $65.
it's not too bad.
It really isn't if you really think about it. So yeah, you can see the jump right here. Normal plushies, which are probably about less than half the size, are about $30. So $65 for more than double the plush. That is not a bad trade-off at all. Okay, can you give me some details on the shaping size here? Okay, I'm stating off of observation. I really don't know what the sizes are between the two, but I mean 20 is still pretty freaking large. And it looks really good, especially since this can be considered a professional made plushie. Well, when I say professional, I mean corporate made plushie, as opposed to an awesome fandom made, which the fandom made ones are still really, really cool.
Yeah.
This is just a different kind of cool.
Hold on, I got the depth plush. Let me take a look at the measurement.
Dude, this is cool because it's affordable for almost anybody to have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the ones of the fandom, they're like a few $100, but they're custom. And
They
very
have a
cool
few
that way.
$100. Yeah, they're getting the nuts.
Okay,
plushies.
so roughly a normal one is like 12 inches. Give or take, you know.
Right. Okay,
I
so
remember 12 inches to be correct. Yeah.
so yeah, it's a little bit. It's not quite double in size, but it is pretty close. That's still pretty awesome altogether. I mean, look at all that plush inside your hands.
Second, be careful with your next few words, because those are dangerous.
So next, we have the G4 Magic Potion figures from Funism. So yeah, this is another bunch of pony toys over in China. And boy, they expanded this. They got everything from Cherry's Jubilee, Sugar Belle, Trixie, Moon Dancer,
Ooh,
Coloratura. Yeah. Even good old muffins.
Yay, muffins!
Little fun figures. Yep. Let's see. These are apparently going to be part of a blind box set.
Of course they are.
Yeah. So, yeah, if you end up trying to get one, yeah, you're up against a wall on this, but they were still really, really cool. So maybe there'll be an opportunity to get one without having to deal with the current situation. But for now, yeah, it's just something cool to look at, but nothing else we can really do.
Yeah, I didn't
about
want
it.
to bring it up when you were bringing up the plushies. I was thinking, what is that thing that shall not be mentioned?
No, we
price
all
of
know
it.
that tariffs are happening right now in China. I'm just going to
Also, DM, you have the excuse. You could be a smuggler. You in Canada.
Oh, DM.
I don't know.
Can you
there's
buy
prices-
us plush?
I don't know. The prices might be oh yeah. No, I don't have that kind of pull.
No, technically, we send you the money. You buy the plush on our behalf. That you give it to us as a gift, and gifts cannot be under the tariff.
You can't tariff a gift.
Mm-hmm.
Plush smugglers going across the border. Police
Oh.
all have their eye out.
We'll get shorted on this. We're gonna run the plush smuggling ring, man.
No, here's the thing.
Jesse.
I've had this conversation with other people. And
Jesse,
they
we
have
need the
been
plush. We need the plush,
I
Jesse.
don't know. The government will be like,
We need a
like,
stitch.
We need a stitch.
Okay,
I don't know,
it's
the
just
government
odd
will be like,
that
hey,
you're
you're
saying
doing
that
a lot
as
more money
the
than
quote
usual.
whenever I
Where's
have
this
that
coming
name.
from? Where's this money coming from?
We would give you the money, of course.
I know. I'm just thinking the government's like, I wonder where he's getting all this money.
The internet. You just have to say the
No,
internet.
no. You see, it's really simple. You keep it all in cash.
Ooh. There you go.
There goes somebody that's been doing weird bullshit for years. Cash is king.
And you know what? We'll go ahead and mix it all up. We'll not do it in American cash. We'll do it in Mexican pesos. We'll give a Canadian guy Mexican pesos. They'll never trace it to us.
How convoluted can we make things?
We are
No,
we're
Instead of Mexican pesos, we make it in Argentinian money.
no, this is already Looney Tunes. We are basically trying to do a plush smuggling operation across Canada from China. How in the hell can we get this any more Looney Tunes already?
Well, somehow we get it through the UK and then get it to Canada.
And we use RuPaul's to do it.
No, don't use rubles. They has no value there.
Exactly. Nobody would ever suspect it.
We might as well do the Deutschmarks then at that point.
I mean,
All right, let's get out of here.
Yeah.
As
we're
long
going
as it's
too
not
deep
the
in the water.
Australian dollar, as
Okay.
long as it's not there.
All right, now one thing. Now we're gonna go ahead and move ourselves on over to fan submissions and suggestions. And of
I
course, this
didn't
is
do
our
art today.
artistic prompt for people to try and create various things of art or creativity. And all we do is just encourage you to try to create as best you can and to have fun if possible, and express yourself and expand. I feel like there's a lot of insanity going on with the pre-show right now, but I'm gonna get into that later. But yes, our challenge for this week for all of you to try to express your artistic creativity and love was tired, because we all felt that, and we're all feeling it again. But we also had a protest initiative challenge, didn't we, Golda?
That's right. And the protest initiative challenge this week was the Brony Show 622, the official 2025 Brony Show door spam. Start in a few minutes on your favorite Brony Show stream.
Not that message.
Amazing.
Wow. Yep, that's right. If you weren't paying attention the first few seconds after the show started, you are not getting the protest prompt. Even I didn't get it because I didn't have it until I made it up.
Okay, the protest initiative challenge this week was eyes?
Apparently,
Eyes.
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 Ice baby.
I don't remember why it was eyes, but eyes.
Yeah.
I just remember that I had to get specify of what word and spelling you wanted.
You know, I just realized that the one drawing that I did last week doesn't even count because the eyes are closed. Damn.
Hey,
Rip.
All right.
Date
So, I made this in about an hour and a half of actual work.
Wow.
those are some bags.
I have no idea what the hell is happening.
Oh, he's so eepy.
EP.
So yeah, I looked at it and I was like, when did Circuit become a mayor? That was my first thought.
It was supposed to be a more square nose. I tried to make it a square nose. Okay, that part I didn't. I don't know what happened there. I thought I made it a more square nose. In fact, I did square it out a little bit more, but I guess I needed to elongate a bit or something. I'm working on that, but yeah.
Circuit can have a little. Can have a little bit of estrogen, if Circuit wants to.
Exactly. It's fine.
I'm gonna leave that
Yeah.
one up to my biology class, but
We accept you.
Look, you can still.
okay.
be-
I probably should have made the
Never mind,
red in
never
the
mind.
eyes a little bit stronger too. That's kind of what I was trying to go for with eyes. Just the
Nice.
tired red eyes thing going on there.
I appreciate the level of detail in the eyes. You did good. Good job, Circuit.
Honestly, I'm just losing my mind because the actual image face proportions make sense and actually feel clean and right, and I'm scared. Because when the hell did that happen?
Hey,
Oh,
you
you
know,
just did that from time to time.
Yes, but
Working
I'm
clock
doing
is
it more
right twice a
consistently
day.
now. Wow, Toa, that is phoning it in to a degree, but okay. Anyway, yeah, no, I'm actually really surprised at myself, though. I really am still losing my mind over trying to get arms and legs to look right, but I could tell that my skill set has expanded and I'm starting to develop a style of my own, but I'm losing my mind at the same time. But
Can
yeah,
I derail for a moment?
derail away.
My OBS just broke, so I have to reinstall it. So next stream for me might be tech support.
Ooh, fun.
Oh,
Yeah.
fun.
So now I'm reinstalling it.
I'll do what I can to help, but I'll literally be in the middle of the road, probably in the middle of the road when that's happening.
And the only reason I found that is because just now I decided, you know what, I need to clean up a shelf, and I need to reassemble some stuff because stuff falling apart on itself.
But you know what? In all fairness, I mean, the challenge was tired in eyes, so tired in eyes. We pretty much went point blank. Though I do
Now, this
see
is
that.
not a look behind the visor, Chaos Kai. This is just me going, alright, there's eyes, and I need to make it tired. And the fact that I was able to convey tiredness with just a good set of lines.
Sometimes it's the small details that really give out the most. Though I am going to say it is kind of I am a little sad to see you going off of the program you were using the last few weeks, since you're back on the PC and going back to Paint.
Yes, but this is the Windows 11 page where if I really want to, I have layers.
You know, the sad part about this is I was kidding about this being Paint. I thought it was like Inkscape or something. That saddens me more. Use a free program
again,
for the love of it all. Don't give
Hey,
Windows
I
your-
have GIMP, I have Inkscape, and I have other stuff. I just like my shapes, and also I'm dealing with my own thing over here.
All right,
That's fair.
enough. Fair enough. I'm being picky. I admit it. But it's
I think you're doing good.
Besides,
I think you're doing good, Toa.
Yeah.
Thank you. Even though I've definitely gotten low on quantity, I tried to stay at least somewhat on quality.
No, quality is definitely better than quantity. Speaking of which, so showing off the other fun entries that we got that were outside of this. Here's the other thing I drew for the artist training ground weekly prompt.
Zoom in.
It was basically a pony in space, so I basically used Cherryberry, who the reason I picked Cherryberry was admittedly because of Changeling Space Program. Just they kind of.
Oh, I thought it was because Cherry is just often seen in aviation.
That's actually why she was in Changeling Space, in the Changeling Space Program book, because she does a lot of aviation stuff when unexpectedly. It seems so weird, but I figured it'd be funny to have her on Trixie's discount rocket blasting through space.
I was trying
Hell
to figure
yeah.
out what the words were. If that was my first thought was that was Trixie and Discord doing some sort of collab plan nonsense.
No, it was just Trixie. It was supposed to be like Trixie's discount rocket, but obviously I made the paint too big. But I figured run with it, so it looks like it just got basically
it
painted
works.
on. Yeah.
Yeah. No, well, you could have gone the other direction too, where it looks like they had like the sticker ready for mass production, where it's just a ton of fine print that nobody could read.
I was going to do that. I was actually going to do something like that, but I ran out of time. So I ran out of time before I could really. And I put too much effort into the spiral and everything. I was just like, I don't want to cover it up with a sticker-looking thing. Okay, I'm just going to cover it up with something that looks like somebody painted it on.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
And yet it still works for that character set.
It works surprisingly well, regardless. So I'm happy with that either way. And of course, Rainstorm popped this in. Some fun, awesome little line artwork.
Ooh, cute.
Yeah, very cute. Good fluff.
And
It
even
was
though
part of
Look at the
uh,
floof.
a friend's Patreon wall they do monthly.
Nice.
very nice. And even though this one was not put into the content creation, I still see it here anyway, so I'm gonna grab it. You can't hide from me, Cold Dust. People will see your violin pony.
No, we were so close.
But what about the violent pony?
Yeah.
I think that might
That's
be
what
next week's
happens
prompt.
after.
Admittedly, I could have done better on the violin. I'm not necessarily done working on this one. I'm probably going to like ink it later, but proportions wise, it gives some work. It's not the worst, but I could do
Good.
better.
It
I
looks like, it
did-
looks- sorry, just to ask real fast, it looks like you used like a pencil or a pencil thing, not actual pencil, but a pencil brush on an art program.
Yes, Clip Studio Paint, the sketch brush.
I
just
knew it!
looks like
That's exactly what I mine looks exactly like that. That's why it was like, wait a minute, that looks so familiar.
yes.
yeah, okay.
It is just the default sketch brush in Clip Studio Paint. And tell you what, I actually prefer it than the brush that I was using for sketching in Photoshop, because in Photoshop, the brush that I would use, it was its own thing. It almost felt like drawing with a weird whiteboard marker almost. This brush, with the way that it reacts, it actually feels more like drawing in pencil. So
It kind of
I can
does.
sketch-
It's really nice, which makes it a pain when you start to line it, because the pencil looks amazing, and then you're trying to line it. It doesn't look right, but maybe I just got a really weird brush on my part to try to line things with, as opposed to the sketching like this.
no, I get you, because honestly, I'm kind of running into the same thing too. Because like, I don't know, I think I just need to get used to lining things in this program and find like a means of brush and stuff that works best for it for me.
Yeah.
I almost want to use something more textured, but also I do know that like my style that I've stuck with, tried and true from the beginning, has been like thick outlines and thick outlines. So I don't know, we'll see. If hoping to do more drawing and experimenting. As far as like references go, Poe's reference loosely based off of poses of the 3 violin ponies that we've seen in the show. Because that's like the best I got for a reference of how a pony's supposed to hold violin. Just sitting instead of standing. And the violin, I googled Stradivarius because
Why not?
when it comes to like violin makes and stuff, it's like, ooh, Stradivarius. They just look like violins.
They
Honestly.
are the prevailer.
What is the most expensive violin in the world? Oh yes, there you
Yes,
are.
they are.
Yeah. It's a violin everybody knows. That's perfect. Let's do it.
I have been in a room with a person who's playing Stradivarius, and tell you what, it sounded beautiful. That is like something that you don't ever like. Oh boy, those are really expensive. There ain't many of them, but like yeah.
I mean, I'm always a little bit nervous around the soundboards that we used at cons. It was like, that is pretty much worth the value of somebody's house.
Mhm.
That is like the worth of a small country right there.
Mm-hmm. This violin is currently worth as much as the U.S. economy.
No, I think
This
it's
is
more.
why you're not allowed to take drinks back to front of house.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I feel like we could make a dig on that, but should we? Is that something we should actually dig on a little bit here? You know what? Nah, I'm gonna
Stop it,
walk
he's
away.
already dead.
It's already dead.
So I know if you look at the violins that we see in the show, they look so quirky, so fun.
Yeah, the big and blocky.
Yeah, which in fairness, it looks fine with ponies, so it's good.
And then you get the nonsense of what is Octavia actually playing, because it is not quite a bass or a cello.
I
It
mean,
is
when you think about it,
a mix.
ponies are in a pony world. Their stuff develops around ponies. So you know what? They can develop it however they like.
It's just
Yes,
funny because
but
there's a lot of fanfics out there where it's like, what is that? Well, it's actually a custom piece I got commissioned.
All right.
The tuning pegs are wrong.
All right. Before we get too far off the rails, too late. Let's go ahead and wrap up all of this with the best part of this, which is of course our next week's challenge, or I should say the next 2 weeks challenge, because next week I will not be here, as neither will Rainstorm, but normally he isn't around too much often to begin with. But we're both going to be over at Babs with several other 1,000 bronies.
Ray, I didn't know you were going to Babs.
Wait, no, he's not going to Babs. I'm
Yeah,
That's
no.
Winchester.
Winchester's on their way right now.
Right. No, yeah, you went to Harmony. Yeah, okay. And I'll probably be seeing you at Ciderfest. But yes, okay.
Yes.
I'm definitely going to Babs, so there will not be a Brony show next week, but that means you have 2 weeks for time and working and all that fun stuff. And wow, I think we already got prompts in here. Kasakai,
Yes,
just to
we
confirm,
do.
is Clip Steel Paint versus Krita your prompt? And we also
No, I
don't
think
think
that was
so.
before
I
that.
don't think that was in there for a while.
okay.
Yeah.
Clip Studio versus in all honesty, they're completely different things. It's Clip Studio
that's been in
Paint
there
is
for
great
4
for
minutes.
like sketching and arting and painting and things like that, and Krita is kind
Yeah,
of more for like not exactly photo editing, more for vectoring and things like that.
Tuning.
Yeah, this is an apples versus potatoes kind of thing.
Yeah, it's not even apples and
Ooh.
oranges. It's completely
Ooh, that
different
brings
piece.
me to a.
But they are both
thing
awesome. They're both awesome things together, though.
Second, my challenge is using multiple art programs to make one piece.
Do you mean literally, or the word, or is that the challenge?
That is the challenge. You have to do the image, parts of it in different things, and then put it all together.
I've seen someone make comics by doing that. They start with the frame in one thing, take it over to another thing to do the baselines and coloring, bring it back over to actually do the text boxes, and then take it back, I think, one more time for finishing touches.
Alright, just to not the word's not fair, but just to make it workable for people, I'm gonna alter that to using multiple arts. Because as I said, we do this for not just for drawing and everything, we use it for any type of artistic expression. So if we just say
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Well,
But that's the spirit of it.
And there's definitely things where one starts with an oil painting and then charcoals over it.
Yeah.
Yeah, mixed media is a thing.
Okay.
Yeah, mixed media
Okay.
essentially.
So I did this in a certain way just so it could be read properly.
What?
I'm waiting.
Let's see.
Well,
Potato.
Just give me my sandwich.
well, I know what I have to choose after my technical difficulties.
Fires?
Absolutely broken.
All right, absolutely. Okay.
Oh no.
All right, I'm giving everybody a little bit of time. I'm totally not trying to stall for time while I'm quickly thumbing through hundreds of images I have on my phone to get set up for this next portion. Because I'm too lazy to go. Actually, I don't know which would be harder to go through image-wise at this point. But totally not doing that. Totally not.
Reinstalling has seemed to keep everything. I don't know how well voice things will be working.
We'll break it.
Well, if you're seeing
It's already broken, you fool.
if you're seeing levels,
Break
that
it
should at
more.
least help. It should help if you're seeing levels still. Okay, that's not great. Alright, I might need some... Okay, let's get these up there at least and thank my almighty phone. Alright,
Yeah.
sorry.
Looks like it's time to spin.
Alright, let's go ahead and spin this up. We're gonna randomize and spin!
Whee!
Puns.
Puns! So, the challenge for the next 2 weeks is puns. You know,
I am gonna rain on your parade now.
But there is a protest initiative challenge.
That's right. The Protest Initiative Challenge is instrument.
Instrument.
Beautiful. So what you're saying is you can tune a piano, right?
Like how you tune a fish.
No.
You can tune a
You
car.
can't
Can you
Winnebago.
tune a fish?
You can't Winnebago.
Is mayonnaise an instrument?
Oh, Patrick, mayonnaise is not an instrument. How do I sound like that? God damn it! Why do I have to be the most depressing person?
Flopped
Wow,
over.
that was just immediate depression right there. Let's go ahead and show something funny before I fall. So, really fast. This is one I could not embed, which sucks. So, it is on the show notes as a fan suggestion. Somebody did an awesome little animation of Twilight Sparkle fighting Peter Griffin. This was for their animation or art class. It was for a class, but yeah, it has voice acting and everything. I did mute it for the moment just in case, just so people have something to look at. But yeah, this is from the Hunter's Gold. But yeah, Twilight Sparkle fighting Peter Griffin. How awesome is that?
Angie.
So yeah, I would honestly, happily, eagerly, I'm gonna quickly thumbs this. Check it out. Check it out. It is an awesome piece of work. It is so cool. I wish I could share this more than just kind of telling people like this, but I just want to share it in general. So yeah, this is from the Hunter's Gold. I made Twilight Sparkle fight Peter Griffin for my class.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So yeah, absolutely got to check it out. And no, it's not going to go forever like a chicken fight. It goes by pretty quickly.
Well, yeah, it's only a minute and some.
Okay, and...
Well...
Oh my god. Okay, I'm already in love with this.
Ah, Princess Celestia,
Oh my
welcome.
God.
I
What?
hope you're ready for an unforgettable luncheon. Of course.
Okay, sorry.
Someone did steamed hams.
Somebody said steamed
Oh my
hams with
God.
ants. Okay. So yeah, unfortunately, you
yeah.
may need to be careful about some of this. So, okay, I'm not
sorry.
gonna.
Yeah, no, my favorite version of steamed hams is forever from what is it? The Quality of SoundCloud, where somebody did the entire sketch using just sound clips from Through the Fire and Flames.
Amazing.
That,
Amazing.
would've
that
took
actually is
forever.
amazing. I did actually really like somebody's version of steamed hams, but it's a mobile advertisement, mobile game advertisement. That was really weird.
Yeah.
Okay, so what we're going to be doing next, and if anybody wants to find the other images of these that I know I posted somewhere, but I can't find them on my phone because I don't have anything organized. We're
They're
going to be going
deep in the con chat somewhere.
Yeah, exactly, and I'm not doing that. So we're going to go ahead and move on to the our event, our topic, which of course is Doorspam. The whole fun thing about the thing I love about Doorspam is just the way that it gives everybody a chance to do something fun, something silly. You get to express your fandom, some of the creativity, and some of just the absolute stupidity of it. But you also get to have something to kind of signify that you're there too. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing in my opinion. And I did adopt this from the Berry Tubers and my good friend that is unfortunately no longer with the Brony fandom, or pretty much any fandom at the moment, to my understanding. You know,
They just were burnt out.
life and everything got in the way, and they just had to kind of take time out for themselves. Which can happen to anybody at any point.
Yep.
I think my favorite one I've seen on your door is the one with Pip where she goes, Disney World. I love that one the most.
Yeah. I remember this is the newer one I came out with because this is when Wild Mains was starting to come out, and I was just like, yes, I need a Wild Mains one in here too, just for the fun of it.
Are we posting them in pics and gifs or the?
Yeah. So the whole we're gonna be putting these in pips and gifs, Pip and gif.
Pip Pip Hooray.
Pip Pip Hooray. But yeah, these are some pictures of some of the Doorspam I did have. I still have it. I could always put it up at any point. But I like to switch it out so that there's something new for people to check out in case they have seen my Doorspam before, so they can enjoy the new Doorspam. But yes, if you see here, it's just a combination of random things. Memes, fun, silly images, maybe some of the more cuter ones.
I think I found.
But the whole idea is just you want to keep it single or maybe two images, but are really close together. Like listen here, you little horse. Like that one right there. But yeah, really quick. They get a snap across. Everybody gets a good laugh. Have some fun. There's Deathlight. Did he already leave?
You might have.
Oh, that's a shame.
I found one of your doors.
Sweet. I wonder if it's one of the ones that has different images here. Oh yeah, I guess yeah. Yeah, I've been doing this for
like 2 posts above that is my picture. Or no, that's a different post of it.
Actually, that somebody Doorspammed me with that one. This is one I didn't make, but they another fun thing that people do if they find out where other door spammers are, they'll post a couple of their door spams onto the other doors, and you try to hit them back. So yeah, you always get a few extra. Oh yeah, there's the Disney World there. There's your Pippi Disney World.
Yeah, I see it. I that was what, last year's Cider Fest?
I think so, yeah.
Oh god. I've scrolled back to the thing that is fallen apart in pieces in my bathroom.
Okay. Where I guess if we're
Pics and gifs.
pics and gifs. Then.
Yeah, put it in pics and gifs if you have them. This is just to get a general idea of people of what we're looking for. Everybody is welcome to participate in this. The whole goal is to try to fill out 4 pages with about 5 to 6 images. So probably about 24 images at the least. But we'll take as many as we can and sift through them and pick our favorite ones.
I just realized I'm not sure if that's a problem on my side, but I just realized it still says horse gallery for me.
Yeah.
No,
I kept it there. I kept the horse
yeah.
gallery. I thought the names were actually kind of funny, so I I kept the names there for now.
Yeah, there's a few. Horse music, horse merchandise, horse videos.
Yeah, I don't know why. I just after I went back and I was changing them all back, I'm just like, actually, that's kind of funny. Maybe I should keep them there.
Brush your teeth.
All right, moving back up to the top here. Okay, I went too far. I actually started to question things. I pulled up St. Patrick's images. Like, why did we have that rarity one? I mean, it's funny, but I don't think it's the Doorspam image. It's like, oh wait, no, I went too far. Okay, going back. Okay, here we go. Okay, the internet machination. Oh, right. So before I forget, I did put in the show notes a couple of different image sites. So once I mentioned, we do have Derpy Boru, our usual go-to for images. But in this case, I also decided to include some alternate ones that I've also been alluded to from time to time. We do have Twiboru, which is admittedly heavy caution. They'll still block things out, but they will show a lot more questionable things if you're not careful.
Mm-hmm.
And Poner
basically, Twiboru, I think, is basically where if folks have said do not post on Derpy Boru, it will still show up there.
Yeah, mostly Twiboru was people that were upset over Derpy Boru's policy changes in some regards, and just like, no, we're going to do our own thing. And of course,
what is Poner Pics though?
I'm as surprised as you are, but yeah, it came into view on me out of nowhere, and it looked like a pretty interesting site, so I decided to just keep going with it.
It does look like a same style thing going on.
Yeah, and unfortunately, a big problem with some of these sites, and I hate this to hell. But yes, some of these image posting sites do still allow for AI created content.
God damn it, DM, you beat me to it.
So if you are going to be going through them, just make sure to remove machine learning generated AI, things like that. If you put a minus next to that in the search results, you should be able to at least eliminate those so you don't see that, so you don't get into these. And yes, please do not put AI images into the Doorspam, because that kind of defeats the point of Doorspam. Anyway, yeah, inner machinations. Love that. Sorry, I had to throw that out there. And if you want other sites, I could throw you a couple of fun image ones that you may want to look at that have older images, but you may be able to get some funny things in there to mess around with people. Okay, I do like this one. The random Lyra shooting a laser beam out of her mouth by Witch Taunter. They always seem to have
I'm firing my laser.
You always have to have a random Witch Taunter in there. He just has some of the craziest images. Yeah. Okay, this one's stupid. Imagine I just told you the funniest joke ever. Even funnier joke. Ooh, funny joke.
Well, I like between the sayings, it's just the crowd going wild for no reason.
Yeah, just random wild crowd. Why not? Oh, okay, that's what we're wrong here. Sorry, give me a quick second. I accidentally did not get these in quite right, so my tabs are freaking out for a second here. Now, hopefully, I can actually see things properly again. Yep, that'll work. And yeah, chat room, if you are in our Discord as well, or even if you aren't, if you feel like you have something that might be good for good door spam, feel free to throw them in there. All right, here is a Poner Picks one. You wanted a dog and pony show, now you can have both.
He told me I need years.
Okay,
but
you know what?
I
Yeah,
didn't
this.
listen.
Wait, just to confirm.
Oh, this thing. Anybody hear about this going on? The chicken jockey.
Oh,
Yep,
Unfortunately.
yep, it's a Minecraft thing.
I know it's a
Yeah.
Minecraft thing, but did you hear what they're doing with this? It's
Yes, I have seen the images, and I'm like, these are the same people that acted up for the Minions.
That one was actually classy though. They just dressed up in suits and called themselves gentle minions. This one.
But you know what I mean. It's the same thought process.
It's kind of the same thought process, but it's not at the same time. There's one that it's a good natured silly joke, just going in there like walking. Like I saw a bunch of people walking in dressed up like Steve. That's funny. This one they're just making a mess. This is the same people that are throwing bananas at the theater for Minions. That's stupid. It's just stupid. Man.
Don't
That's people-
trash your movie theaters.
Yeah, those people make minimum wage and they have to clean up after you. Please be respectful.
Yeah,
You've
don't
ha-
be a nuisance.
You may have had that job once before, or you will have that job at some
I
point.
had that kind of job, but not in a movie theater.
See, the one
Oh.
here, they pay less than minimum wage.
Yeah, I mean, hell, that's. I was gonna say, like, basically because I've worked retail and knows those jobs, it's like it legitimately takes a good bit to actually make me actually upset with somebody's service.
Mm. Yeah,
Like,
absolutely.
like it's pretty much that, and yeah, I'm actually one of the people that, yeah, I don't leave my trash in the theater. I actually do take it with me.
Oh God, the people that just leave their trash whenever they're sitting right next to the trash can.
Well, or they
Can
walk
I-
by it.
they-
They walk by it on their
I-
way out. They walk by it on the way out.
There's, yeah,
When my old days when I used to work at Sonic Drive-In, people would just trash the parking lot.
yeah.
Oh yeah, that
I have-
too.
Oh,
Yeah, I have one.
just
Yeah,
remember
I
to
have,
brush your teeth.
Just
yeah, I do have one exception to taking my trash with me from events, and that's more or less when I go to like sporting events, stuff like that. I don't know, just something. I don't know. For some reason, it's just like I've never gone to like a football game, soccer, baseball game, and thought, okay, I need to take that tray with me and throw it out. I don't know why.
I can somewhat understand that though.
Does that have to contain a joke or be funny? No, you can just have it be an awesome little image or something silly. The thing about door spam is I actually have some really cool images that go in there too. I mean, jokes and funny are pretty universal, but sometimes you get just those little small cool images that are in there as well. But yeah, speaking of which, Colgate here with brush your teeth. I like that. We're gonna get a lot of ammunition in here. I'm just noticing. And Big Mac with a Big Mac, is it worth it?
But it costs
To him, it is.
everything.
Oh God.
Yep. Live
That-
May
I was-
reaction.
Sorry,
Not bad.
I was thinking,
Not bad.
sorry, with the Big Mac thing, I was thinking on Sorted Food this week, they did a video where it was like trying to basically committing food crimes and seeing what they could get away with, and basically one of the guys made a burger out of A5 Wagyu beef, and then also grinding up an entire Big Mac into the patty too.
Oh God, that sounds like something the sausage guy would do. Ordinary sausage.
Crimes.
Wow, just oh God, I would lose my shit if somebody. That is
What
funny.
the password?
What's the Wi-Fi password? All right, you guys are getting it. You guys are absolutely getting it. I love this. Oh yeah, here we go. I can catch a potato. Beautiful. Yep. Yeah, this is the one where it's a little questionable for door spam just because it's really text heavy. It's
Yeah,
honestly,
it might not go on, but I thought it was funny enough.
yeah. The bottom
bottom-
image here is great.
Yeah,
Just to-
if you use the bottom half, if you isolate the bottom panel,
Yeah, the bottom, you know, that'll work here. Yeah, sometimes you can edit these to make it work, and yeah, just the bottom half would be perfect.
I knew you'd like the face circuit.
Oh, absolutely, but it doesn't quite beat this face.
Cole, I see you're posting voice text. We're posting the horse gallery.
Oops.
Scrub.
She looks like her stupid dad.
This was a good recent meme.
Yeah,
I did appreciate this one.
It was a fun recent meme. Looking into it, it made no sense, but it was a fun meme.
No
No
thoughts.
thoughts, Ed. And good old school. Gotta make sure we get widen the gambit, get all sorts.
Yeah.
Ooh. Speaking of which, can get some of the old memes in there still.
It's a great picture. I forget whose OC that is in this group, but it's a great picture.
It is. Kind of makes me
I
wanna,
put my job on fire.
Is
How about you?
that one of Death's?
I think it is, but
I think that is mainly because Death has such a, I won't say more spending habit commissions, but you know, more characters that he does it with.
Interesting.
phrasing.
Yes.
No.
We've zoomed in.
I'm
Right
not
on
gonna
the
lie.
eye.
I've been starting to develop a weird habit where every once in a while, when I see an art style or something that intrigues me, I try to get in closer to see how it was made. I think they used the pencil tool to make this. Just the way the grains are on the line there. I might have to give that a shot and see how that translates.
Oh god! I just saw something while going through Derpy Brewer that reminded me. God, I start my new job next week, and apparently part of what I'm getting from it is I will get a laptop. It's gonna be a Mac.
Oh my god!
And and I'm not doing like any sort of creative job.
Oh my god!
Apparently
no.
apparently they were convinced by some tech guy to go to Macs because they don't get viruses. It's like I wanted to say on the phone. I was like that's because nobody wants to fucking do it.
Yeah, they don't get many viruses because nobody wants to deal with a Mac. It sucks.
Which in fairness kind of proves the point.
No, it doesn't.
But it's just But I mean, like honestly, here's the thing: if you're a creative, like if you're doing art, you're doing video work, anything like that, Macs are actually really good.
Yeah, I've been debating getting an iPad to try Procreate because I've heard really, really good things. But I have to get an iPad, which and a pencil, Apple Pencil to go with it.
If I had gotten like truly serious about, well, one, if I actually enjoyed editing, then that might have been something I would have done in the past. Was I would have potentially thought of purchasing a Mac just to have why'd I forget the name of their program? I forgot the name of their program. Final Cut.
Oh right.
Yeah, I would have just had that, and that would have been, and that, like I would have taken anything that I was like, if it was stream content or something like that, I would have taken it off main computer, put it over on the Mac, and edited there.
All right, so real fast here though, Barbie, got to love the good old Barbie picture reference there.
It's so wonderful.
It is. And also thank you for including different generations here. Couldn't get a little bit of G5. Actually, that might
with a little G4 and you're mixed with the. But I didn't listen.
But I didn't listen. Oh, actually, this might be really good. I found out that the Klingons are coming for one final time. Well, it is the last BabsCon, but they're coming for one final party room. So this actually might be really cool to have.
Oh, okay. Well, no, I won't. No, okay. Well, some people would like this one to be on the door.
Oh no, I'm so scared.
is Creamheart Button's mom?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, just gonna say the wording on here is switch cake and mead. Your brain can work. Your brain can work from there.
Oh.
Wow. That okay. Peak. I am Steve. Honestly, I did like the movie though. I did see it over the weekend. I thought it's a dumb popcorn movie in every way. It's stupid. Yeah. It's childish. It's shallow plot as hell.
Why do you do
okay,
this?
And I loved every bit of it. I loved every bit of it.
Okay, here's the thing. Somebody on TikTok actually pretty much said it perfectly. This movie for kids right now is basically for like maybe not myself, but some other people that maybe like my age or even just a little bit under. Things like Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
Oh, that's definitely close to me.
Yeah, so like you're like but you guys, because like he was talking about like those were his movies that like are so stupid now when you look back on it. But you ask his 6-year-old daughter what she thought, and she loved it.
Yeah, sure enough, it's those kind of movies. But that's probably why I felt so nostalgic in a weird way too. It just felt like the old childhood movies that you used to watch back when you're like 8 or 9 years old.
Yeah.
I mean, they're stupid now when you watch at them, but they just have that hint of just simplicity and fun that you don't have to overthink it.
A reviewer that I follow basically said he enjoyed it as just a fun movie. He did not like it.
Oh God!
But he said, sorry. Yeah, but I mean, because it's basically okay. The short version is, guess what? Older gamer crowd or people who have been keeping up with Minecraft since its inception. This movie wasn't made for you.
Yeah.
Yes. And he said if it's basically similar to the Goonies or any type of treasure MacGuffin.
Yes, exactly. Goonies. Just something stupid and fun.
Yes. And he basically said, if you like that movie, you'll enjoy this. Fun.
Yeah. Well,
he still gave it like either 6 or 7 out of 10, but he's like, if you enjoy that genre, go for it.
Okay.
Enjoy it.
Rainstorm, really? You're opening up a can of worms with this image.
Okay. See, here's the thing. That's it. That's at least okay. That's approaching the borderline, but at least you're not pushing it at that point. Like you can it's basically that whole it's kind of you can reference another meme with this where it's the whole thing of like those who know or those who don't know and those who know.
Yeah. The thing is that this is a Brony con. Everybody knows. You don't even need to say much.
I think it has another layer to it that is dangerous.
Yeah.
Because I think I know the artist.
Oh no. We're gonna move on.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Okay, so it's quirky and fun. I like this. Yeah. I know what you are.
Short.
It's silly, understated. Just random froze like with a milk. Oh God! Oh no! Oh no!
I consider putting that in.
I actually might have to debate putting this in immediately. This is such beauty, especially since they just announced that they're making the next JoJo series.
Oh God! I love the name of the person who uploaded it.
Who uploaded it? Oh, is it? That's awesome. Okay, you know what? We got about 3-4 different Minecraft images in here already. This might actually be the one to take the cake, though.
Yes!
That might be it.
I knew I had to post that one when I saw it.
Oh, coconuts have water in them. Did you know they have water? Okay, random ponies online image. Really
yep,
random.
That is the pizza one.
It's great. I don't know how this came to be, but it was horrible once it came upon every chat.
CMC, you were there on creation.
It came from the Gartic tone.
Wow, wow, you actually caused a progenitor. I can't believe this.
Also, Circuit might want to make it. Just let us know when we should stop posting stuff.
Are you kidding? This is great.
Just for timing. I know, just when you think there's time. Yeah, the time.
Yeah.
That's
I might put a pause for a moment just to start grabbing what we think would be images for the door, but
oh my god, okay, here we go. This is
that's a weird one. This is
tabled.
Funny but weird.
Sorry, I've kind of run out of quick funnies.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, that
goodness.
is just weird. Feels like something out of a 90s anime that ran out of ideas.
It's a reference to that Nintendo Direct thing.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
right, yeah.
Here, I just picture Applejack saying, "Could you please get off the barn, please?"
All right, and random Kasakai, really
I just
random.
fixed that thing for the 11th time, you Rainbow.
The horses are cat meme coming up.
You will hate me for my latest one.
you know what? I can see somebody using this.
You know what? I don't realize that was a scooter pwned. That's kind of interesting.
It was a scooter pwn. Let's see you later, porn.
Oh no! Oh no! Fuck. Jeez.
Someone beat me to this one.
Hooters saved from the brink of destruction.
Okay, Coldust. No, but I will entertain you regardless.
Oh? Yeah. Yes.
That one would be might be pretty good, but we would need a bigger image. I think that would actually lose something in translation if we tried to move it into a thing.
Hey, don't we have the original somewhere in the card images?
I wouldn't be surprised if we did. That's a good old classic one. Random silly pony gun image. This feels like it's referencing something I've seen before somehow.
It feels like it definitely has that Far Side feeling to it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've been finding a lot of these funnies from Facebook pony groups.
Yeah, I mean, it's great though. I love it. It just feels familiar somehow.
Okay, I'll post 2 more, and then that's it for me.
I know this one won't be included, but it was funny.
It was funny, but yeah, it's just a little bit too long, and yeah, I think even trying to cut out a portion of it would just kind of lose something.
The other image is too small.
All right, that is a weird. Okay, yeah, fun weird one.
Okay, not sure why this is more. I mean, I get the one word, but I don't know. I don't know if this is enough to really call.
The good
this
Kieran.
gets marked as vulgar.
The good Kieran image. Okay. Let's see.
Burn the orphanage,
quick,
I
I'm
say.
just gonna do a quick scroll down. All right, I'm not as far behind as I thought. Still quite a bit there. Okay. All right.
Hey, why you do this to me?
Wow, that looks.
My bro, be nice.
That looks demented. The rum bottle looks demented. I would be scared of anybody trying to drink from that thing.
There's definitely a story behind this image. I can say that.
I do not doubt that. Is this a story that will get us in trouble if we end up using it as door spam?
Problem.
Got it.
I do want to know what the story is, if it ever
Why
light.
did this make me laugh? Why did? Okay. This I don't know why this made me laugh.
Alright, I kind of like this one. The Would You Love Me If I Was a Human? It's weird, but it's funny. It's funny in a weird way.
Okay, that one's good. I'm saving that.
What, the one I just posted?
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but it's like, because it's like, that one just got me.
Ooh, apple bucking stops. Like that. That's funny. Oh, distorted image, you watts. Oh, beautiful. Got
Like
it.
that just feels like that feels like the classic Condor sort of thing. Something like
You
just
still
that.
need more images, Circuit, or you
You can go ahead and hold off a little bit if you want, and
I didn't put any in there.
I kind of look like Beyonce. Oh, if you haven't put any in there, feel free to throw in a few then. He's
Although,
he's
what kind
climbing
are
where
you
the
looking
flame is
for?
twin flame. Oh my god, that is.
I said you
I
would
love
hate me for
I love
one.
that. That is such classic door spam right there. I might have to use that.
Oh, what kind of images are you looking for, Circuit? Just out of curiosity.
Well,
It's usually memes, but it's just sometimes you know a lot of times people will put like just fun art just in general.
yeah, fun art,
stuff like that.
memes, humor, maybe something, even something that looks really cool. The whole idea of door spam is what would you post on an image board at random just for the sake of it. So yeah, obviously not like giant comic strips or anything. It pretty much just like one-shot liners or things like that. Okay, I know what I don't know who this guy is. I know the joke. I just don't know who the guy
I'm
is.
afraid we have to use
Let's see. No, none of the tags are giving me any ideas either.
I think we have to kill this guy. Chest piercing. Imported from Turkey. I don't. Yeah, I can't. Yeah, I'm not sure. Unless did the comments
Like,
say
I
anything?
think we have to kill this guy. Damn.
Well, no, we gotta know that joke. We just don't know who the guy is.
Wait a minute!
Oh,
I just
yeah.
realized. Oh yeah, we've had that actually. Never.
The why?
Did we? Or did we have this one? I know it was not here today, but I think we've seen this recently.
That's my wife or the
No.
the-
Sorry, the one I'm about to put in.
Okay, PEMDAS. That might actually be pretty fun there.
By the way, that PEMDAS image is marked as vulgar on Derpy Burrow. Because of course it is.
Of course it is. But yeah, no,
Yeah,
I
Oh.
like the
in the tags, it's
spear,
not-
the old spear. I love that.
In the tags, it's not naming the guy. Damn, I found the original
Aw,
post.
I love that. That is cute. That is absolutely cute. That's the kind of door spam
Oh,
you just put up for
Monster.
fun. You know, it's not horribly vast. It's just funny. This one might not. This one would probably be a little bit better if it didn't have the Instagram picture on there. Maybe.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It was on both of them, both on Derpy Burrow and Twi Burrow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Random
Called
thick.
branding.
Gotta love the thick.
Okay, here we go. I think I found a version of the image from earlier that more people going to OpponentCon would get.
Okay.
by
this
the way,
is
that-
Suki, this is so bad. I love it.
I love it.
Okay, you guys are hammering this out of the park. I love this. These are some great ones.
Circuit, just so you know, that thick, that wasn't just
And
any pony.
saved.
That was Clover's dad.
Oh.
Whoa. Well, if you got it, flaunt it. No matter who you are. May eat a spicy meatball. Not bad. I like that one. Oh, I'm a okay, Chuckster. Fun Mario there. Oh, okay. 5 points. Anybody who can guess this
Wait,
reference.
what the hell?
Anybody can guess this
Okay.
reference except for Tech. I
Mary
think he already knows.
Poppins?
I think he knows what Tech.
Oh, wait, no, it's the Three Amigos.
Yep, the Three Amigos.
Well, Caballeros more specifically.
Yeah, the Three
Yep,
Caballeros.
3 Caballeros. We
Yep.
got Donald in the middle, Parrot on the side, and the Rooster on the other side. I forget their names at the moment.
Also,
Especially he
Circuit
wasn't a
just-
parrot. Wait, no, he was a parrot.
Hang
My
on.
bad.
Wait, let me do this.
Yeah,
Ignore
the
my somehow
parrot.
post. Ignore my somehow double post.
Okay, no. Well, are you talking about the I may be stupid or this one?
The one before that. I posted it twice on accident.
No, it's okay.
Somehow.
It's okay. I actually for some reason didn't see the double post. I only just saw it once. But
Okay.
the I
But
may
yeah,
be
but I-
stupid though. I do like the I may be stupid. Just
But yeah, I posted the Remelia one because I figured people that's one with that meme that people would that at go at PonyCon you might get some people knowing that one.
All right, gonna quickly. I probably should have done this before we started this whole thing here, but give me a quick second. Gonna get the Doorspam folder set here, because I know I have a Doorspam folder. I just don't remember where I put the Doorspam folder.
Huh, these are okay, those are all those C's.
Oh, hotel
Okay.
door here. Yep. Okay, new folder for 2025. Oh my God. Okay. There's been a slight interruption.
Huh.
So
What did you find?
I've accidentally ran across one of the old Doorspam images and So yeah, anybody want to call that one out? Sorry. Okay.
Oh God. Wait.
All right. So we're
Oh,
gonna
what?
we're gonna
Oh
go
my
in
God.
reverse on this one because honestly, I might have closed a few images as we were getting started. Okay. Yeah. Okay. We'll bring this one in real fast. Oh damn it! We'll bring this one in real fast. Then we'll go backwards from these, and then if we still have room left, we'll go through some more.
Okay.
Or did we get the ones that that were accidentally posted in the voice text insanity over here? Yes. Well, except for the Apple iPhone one, but that's funny. I like that. All right. Okay. So. All right. Celestia, know you're on a diet.
Oh, here's an old one I
that's-
found again.
That's pretty funny. You see, this is the hard part where you actually have to start really weighing them around a little bit.
This is an old one I posted during the Cards Against Humanity one. It's one more last one.
Yeah, I'm just kind of looking through now to see just to see if there's any others that I might just set aside in case you you go back.
Yeah, I'm not gonna post any more after this one.
Yeah.
You might
Okay.
remember it from
I
a
mean,
game ago.
this is funny, but it doesn't quite hit, so I'm gonna go off on that. All right,
True.
man. I liked man. Man is awesome here. Funny. It's an old school man. Man. Just so go ahead and put that in there, and we got the folder saved. I'm gonna be stupid. Also like this one. This one was just it just hits right. This one not so much. I don't know. We this one feels like an older meme, and it's been like overdone to death. Okay, 3 Caballeros. I like it. I'm gonna go ahead and put it in just because it's a random old reference that somebody might not know, but for those that get it, they'll get a special treat out of it. I kind of like throwing just the random old reference in there once in a while. Let's see, I'm a Chuckster. I like it, but I'm gonna hold off for now in case something else kicks in. I need a spicy meatball. Yeah, I'll go ahead and throw that one in for the moment. Okay, post nut clarity, bottom text. Stupid. Absolutely stupid. I like it. We're gonna.
I like it too, and not
Yeah.
just because it's rarity.
Okay, thick. I'm gonna hold on to that for now. That one's still kind of hesitant, but it is pretty good. Absolute no on this one, unfortunately. Just because I don't want to. The Instagram.
Because
It's
of
not
the
that I don't.
Instagram thing, yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to. It's not that I don't want to let people advertise their work. It's just that I don't want to literally post it on the door for thousands to see. That just feels like it's bad form.
I didn't notice it until now.
Yeah, it's all right. Ponies may cause heart attacks. Like it. Nice, quick, simple, and cute. You gotta get the little cuteness in there. This one absolutely. Just this is such understated anarchy. This is beautiful anarchy. Absolutely perfect.
Oh wow, I went back far. I'm actually enough pages back right now to
And you know what?
get to this.
We're
this
gonna
meeting
get
a few weeks
PEMDAS.
ago.
We're gonna get the please excuse my dope ass swag. It also has the 1,000 hours in MS Paint thing going on for it too. I do like the no pets allowed, but that's my wife. My only hesitation is it's somebody's OC though.
Oh yeah.
Oh wait. Yeah, no, it is somebody's OC. I'm just hesitant about put OCs without actually the person here say, yeah, go for it. So yeah, that one. If you can find an alternative, that'd be cool. But yeah, not with an OC. And this,
Okay.
I have no idea who the hell this guy is, and nobody does.
Neither do I. There was no tags citing who he was.
Okay, I love this. This is old school YouTube attempting to dub things. So where we got Steve Magnet. So it's perfect old school reference right there. Okay, I gotta look like Beyonce. No, this. I get the joke. It's really it is kind of funny.
Oh, the rest of this story, man, the no pets allowed is the rest of them is with OCs.
Really, I swear
You
I saw,
can
I
find
swear
a
I saw
Twilight one.
Yeah, I swear there was a Twilight one in there somewhere, or maybe that
Oh
was
yeah,
a different image board.
I'll search elsewhere then.
Yeah, I'll grab the. I kind of.
Oh wait, there's a flawless sparkle moon one.
That's still technically an OC.
No, that one counts. That one's been fandom adopted. It's an OC, but it's a fandom adopted OC. It's not a personal OC. There's a stark difference.
Yeah.
Okay, absolutely the bad image you want. Love it. Absolutely need it. Let's see. You know, I'm gonna grab this. I'm gonna grab this mostly because it is just nobody ever sees images from these old claymation shorts. So that'd be funny in general.
The OC, the Luna Moon Sparkle one I just posted.
Yeah, this one's also the OC thing, and it is awesome. I love it, but yeah. Okay, I'm gonna grab the Sparkle Moon. You kind of have to have a Sparkle Moon at this point right now, so we're definitely gonna grab a Sparkle Moon for in here.
Let's save that. That one was the saving grace of it because I couldn't find it anywhere else on Dear Paper.
Would you still love me if I was a human? It's funny. It's silly, funny. We're definitely going with it. Actually, that was an OC, wasn't it?
I think so.
Yeah. Also, I'm kind of this is sign.
What was me?
Wait,
Not you.
Okay.
I heard OC.
Yeah.
Not you, Rainy. You are Rainy and everywhere else. You are not OC. We know better.
Wait, what? No, we're talking about people's original created characters.
Exactly.
Oh.
Which
No idea. As I said, I saw a bunch of these on Facebook.
Yeah. Yeah, this one, I like it. If you said that there's apparently a story behind it. But yeah, since it's somebody's OC though, I just want to be really careful about it. So we're gonna knock off on that one, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Okay, I do like who's a good Karen.
Oh, it's a burn down an orphanage.
This is completely nonsensical. I'm just gonna grab it. I think it has something to do with the recent tariff situation, though. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one's a no fly. This one's yes fly. Gotta grab it.
It's a smart
And
idea.
then there's this one, the Superfly.
Okay, this one's all OC. This feels so much like the whole Guns Akimbo thing that was going on with Twilight recently. And
I have to say there was a Sparkle Wick.
I know this is a Cold Dust doodle, so I'm grabbing it. Cold Dust, you're going on the door.
Hell yeah!
And we're also gonna grab the stinky face image here.
Hell yeah!
I have no idea if it's going to translate or not, but we're gonna try. We're not going to try that. All right, we're gonna get the bug hooters. We'll do something a little saucy for fun.
I mean, it'll make people laugh.
Yeah. You know, a good old school That's My Pony. I love a good old school That's My Pony.
I did like this one.
Yeah, I kind of like that too. The little cat humor going on there. Yeah, this one just complete OC. No. Okay, yeah, this one just stunned me altogether because I didn't even know what the reference was for a moment. So we're gonna snag that. This one's kind of funny, but it just. Yeah, I think we'll snag that for the moment. You got games on your phone. Let's see. Actually, do we know if that's an OC or what that's all about?
That is an OC of Alex, and he wanted to go to Babs anyways.
Okay, I'll consider it semi-confirmational. Might be interesting, at least.
They are the chair of ponies online.
Yeah.
So it's out there. Plus, we're selling it as merch, so...
That's a fair enough point right there. The Yellow Pony is my creation, and... Wait, what? Chaos Sakai? Really?
No. The one with the pizza? No.
Oh, I know. He might be talking about something else. Yeah, we're grabbing Chicken Jockey there.
Because that's
gonna be absolutely. We gotta get the Trixie Toraito. Toraito.
Rush built milk.
Nah.
Maybe.
Alright, gonna grab I Know What You Are. It's got me curious. Okay.
George loved this one too.
I'll grab this for now. I don't. It feels like we're towing an edge somehow.
We're living on the edge, baby.
All right. Okay, funny. This one was funny, but yeah, it doesn't quite have the punch. We got a Minecraft one. This is also full of OC. No. Actually, it looks like this is the same person. I'm kind of curious about this.
Yeah, the Klingons. Think of the Klingons.
Just for the. Can anybody actually? Do we have the source for this?
Shit. I'm so many pages past that.
Yeah, I'm rolling back as quickly as I can here. I'm pretty close. Let's see. No, we don't. Yeah, we don't. We don't have it. If you can find the source for me, maybe I can take a look and see if it might be something like just one of those fandom characters or something. Yeah.
Because I know on the same page. There
was
the
yellow. Okay, it's Sakai. He posted his OC in there. That's where the cute pony, but that I couldn't quite get my head around.
Let me see, because I know on the same page I had two. There were like two Fallout Equestria references with that same format.
Oh yeah, Chaos Sakai. Yeah. Oh, wow, you made that. That's actually really cool. I like that. It's a silly, fun little filly. Tell you what, I'll go ahead since it is your OC. I'm gonna go. I'll put it in the slate for now. Okay.
This one's great.
Yeah, needed ears. I didn't listen. I love that. Okay, I'm gonna grab this one too. It is gonna be on the back end of choices though, just because it is an old Barbie meme, but it is a fun old Barbie meme. Is this? Yeah, this one. Yeah, it's an old school meme. The OC though. Do we know whose OC it is?
I think
Is our
we're
take
thinking
there?
of like
Okay,
Deathlight.
I found the actual Derpy page to the Star Trek one.
Okay.
Artist Soda Pop Sprays, OC Naley Horsley, and Saddles Horsley.
Sounds like sisters.
Yeah.
Let's see. We now know that our Mayor Horsley has been transferred from an ambassador class to the weird. Let's see. Well, Saddles Horsley has 4 other images on Derpy Brewer apparently.
Okay, so they're not widespread.
Soy Jack's pointing.
Oh yeah, it's a meme image. It's a meme image. The meme image of the two guys like freaking out and pointing at something that's happening.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. So basically, now that I pulled up that particular meme, there's oh god, I found one with Pinkie Pie pointing at a free candy bin.
Oh no!
Oh,
Out of the doom.
I'm gonna grab the No Thoughts Empty Head, but I kind of like the spear one a little bit better. Okay, she looks like a stupid dad. This image has me laughing every single stupid time. Every single time. Just that
It's
face.
great.
That face is amazing.
Did
Did I say this?
I did a thing.
Famous
Okay,
Of course.
Alright, I got that. Okay, so I'll grab this for now in case we decide to crop it, but yeah, now that I've realized why I remember that image, it's the face of Mercy. And Chaos Guy's showing off the artistic chops he used for that. You're going back to Eastern Europe.
I don't want to know friendship again.
Okay.
Well, if we switch you to Eastern Europe, would Feather pick you up at the airport?
I can count to potato.
What?
Love it.
Probably.
All right.
Why?
Wi-Fi password. We're gonna grab Wi-Fi password here. Find that funny. All right. Live mirror reaction. It was a good start, but it didn't quite click. Is it where? I'll grab it for now. This one's definitely more on the tepid side of the spectrum there. Okay, the Colgate brush your teeth. That just screams chaos.
Yep.
Gonna grab.
I chose violet.
Yeah. Okay, we already got our chicken jockey though. This is a good one too. This probably would have been a really hard contender at that point. That one's silly, but nah, it doesn't quite punch. Okay, that one's stupid. I like it, but yeah, the OC there, no.
No, it's fair.
Okay, Laser Lyra, love it.
It's an OC, so
It is an
no, I
OC,
guess not.
which is really a shame. I do love a good SpongeBob reference to a pony meme.
Maybe I could find it in the tags.
So yeah. Okay, yeah.
So,
First Arsonist,
we-
I really like the art style. This is beautiful, and it's damn you, Suki. Damn it. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna have to pass on this one just because I don't know who the OC is. I don't want to.
Yeah, I found 3. I found 3 last ones.
And this one drives me. This one drives me ballistic because I would love this so much, but I don't know if I should. This is the one I really have to fight. Fight my brain over.
They are. Let me see. Hang on. Saddles, Horsley. Is there a? Wait, what is this one?
Damn
Apparently,
you, Suki.
apparently, yeah. Sorry, I
Okay.
saw that and I was just like, I had to.
Yeah, no, yeah, we're gonna put him
okay,
in.
so I think this is just an OC for Soda Pop, because the only 4 images of one of them is pretty much all associated with Star Trek.
Soda Pop a person or Soda Pop a brand?
Soda Pop Sprays
Oh, okay.
is apparently the artist.
All right, yeah, we're gonna have to pass on it, unfortunately, which is really a bummer.
Okay,
I absolutely love that, but yeah.
let's see. Then I found that one and
Circuit. So the one with
And I-
the fire is Deathlight OC.
Oh.
Yeah.
You can ask the man.
No, he would immediately approve it. He wouldn't even hesitate.
Okay. All right.
Here, I'm gonna at you at the original post.
No,
Yeah, so after
if I know if it's Deathlight, I know he's okay for it. I mean, hell, he actually gave me an image to post up there at one point. He is okay with this shit.
All right. So yeah, after those last 2 that I posted, that's it. I've literally closed Derpy Burger out.
There's one that with the official character circuit.
Oh. Okay. All right. We'll grab the inner machinations of an enigma. All right.
And I found another one while I was browsing through to find it again.
What the hell? Guys will literally just see this and type wife. The problem is you're not wrong. The problem is I'm pretty sure that there's some laws against that. And this is I like this.
Yeah, unfortunately, I mean it is because unfortunately I know it's an OC, but it's just
Yeah, I wish I mentioned the OC thing earlier, but it really didn't hit me until we started seeing a bunch of OC images and realized, wait a minute, I shouldn't be posting these.
Yeah, but it's just it just has that, like, for me when I'm thinking of like the pictures that went on doors at cons, this just has that energy.
It really does. It absolutely has that energy. 100%. It's one of those. I wish I could put this in here. I really do.
No, there's a funny of my thing that my best friend did at one point.
Okay, you're going back to. I like this one. I'm gonna grab this one. Just I feel like this is that one's gonna become more relevant than I'd like to admit. Okay. Why are ponies so mean? Why do they bite? This one has some weird energy to it. And of course, and this one has different energy. I don't want to call it weird. It's just different. This just feels different.
Is that
So
supposed to be a
It's
coffin?
built different.
it's a angry sandwich. So I was playing video games and I was getting pissed off that I was getting sandwiched by opponent. So my
Oh.
best friend drew me in a sandwich because I was being sandwiched.
I'm not gonna lie, that's not what I'm seeing. It looks like you basically got a head stuck on the side of a coffin.
I promise it's an angry sandwich.
I don't doubt you. It's just what
It
it
doesn't
looks
look
like.
like it.
All right.
You're breaking
It's
out of your own
silly.
coffin sandwich.
All right. So at the moment, we're not going to take any more at the moment because we literally do not have time for any more at the moment. We're going to bring up Krita now. So what we see is what we got. But we got some beautiful, beautiful door spam. I am so amazed, so happy, so proud, and kind of terrified. Now we're gonna have to actually sort through them, figure out the best ones to throw in here. As soon as Krita decides to load, I swear I just need to rebuild a new system. But now it's gonna be near impossible unless I get one of those freaking messy ones.
I'll be back in a few minutes.
All right. It was A3 paper. That's a normal standard type, right?
That sounds right. I don't know.
I
don't know.
I'll go with A3 and cross my fingers. I hope.
It's either A3 or A4. I forget which.
Yeah, I don't know which either though. Let's see. Well, you could just Google it real fast. Oh no, A3 paper size is 11 by 16. That doesn't sound right. What about A4? Eight by 11. Okay, it was 8.4. A4. Okay, let's quickly make a different one with an A4. All right. Alright, now here's how we do this process. And luckily, this is a lot easier in some ways. Go ahead and bring up our open here. And let's see here. We want to go into hotel door 2025. Then we have all of our selections here. So we're going to start going with what we definitely want to get in here. So we're going to start getting the contributed ones. Going to start off with that. Okay, so we're going to copy. Okay, going to close that one out because we don't want that anymore. We want this one. All right. And this is the fun part, everybody. This is when you actually have to start thinking dimensionally and sizingly. So we try to get about halfway down the image here, halfway down the page. We want to try to get some white space on the ends, just because it gives you a little bit of an area to make sure that if it doesn't bleed out the print, and it gives you a place to snip. Because you don't want to try, you want to try to get a little bit of white in there to make sure you're cutting it out right. I'm sure I can English of words of phrase. All right. Okay, we're going to get pizza. We're going to call this guy Pizza Nom. Right. And while you're doing this, you also want to take a look at how the sizes are. You can see that this one is actually thinner and taller than this other one here, so put it off to the right. That way I can squeeze them both in. We've got 2 images there, quite nice and easy. Beautiful. All right, let's see. Did we? Okay. Oh, we got the Cold Dust Lemon Hearts. At this rate, I'm going to have a page of nothing but the Brony show, dedicated Brony show images before we get the rest of the door spam. All right, this one's also nice and thin. We're going to alternate it over here to the left side now. Just get that squeaked over. Beautiful. Want to make sure there's a big enough gap between images, because you are going to have to cut these out either through paper cutter or scissors. In my case, I'm probably going to have to use scissors this time around, so I'm going to try my absolute best to make sure there's a solid gap all the way down, so I can just cut straight through and then just cut out the images left and right. So you also gotta be deciding how you want to move this while you're getting the things ready to clip. It's a nice little combination of both sides thing. All right, let's see. All right, I'll go ahead and be nice here. So we're also going to get Kaosakai's OC character here. Alright, this one's interesting because they're so small and oddly sized. Well, we can actually expand the image here a bit. There we go, a little bit better. Never mind. Alright, I think that's all of the actual OC thing, so everything else at this point is what we figured would be best for the door. And let's see. Let's grab the really weird ones that may or may not translate well. Okay, we got the snarky face. The face seems to fit. I think we can get the face in here. Oh, wow! The good news is, the good news is it somehow worked in our favor. So yeah, it was a little tiny face, but it still managed to expand quite nicely. It even has a slight crunchy look to it, which may actually work in its favor. That might be really funny.
Crunchy.
A little crunchy. And now we have only a small portion here, so we want to grab something smaller size, longer. Let's see.
The brush your teeth be small enough?
I
Goodness.
I think this one would actually follow through with the sizing. All right, so we're gonna grab that over here. We're gonna bring this over, and yep, the spicy meatball finishes out. Full 6 images right there. We're gonna save as, and let's see. We want to hotel dorm 2025. All right, and let's see. Then we and
Oh, shoot. That.
all right, and we're gonna name this Doorspam 1. This will be saved as a PNG. All right, and then with that, Doorspam 1 is complete. We're going to close out all of the ones here. Try to keep a mental note of the ones that you used. If you can't do that, you maybe delete them as you go. I am so going to destroy this Discord overlay when I'm done with this. How is it? It's literally putting an overlay on new image in Windows here. This is such stupid.
See, somehow I've gotten it to break itself to not show up by doing absolutely nothing.
Yeah, I'm going to have to break it myself now, unfortunately. I'm going to have to do something.
So when I hop on my Rocket League, it doesn't normally appear anymore.
Alright, so next we have this all to ourselves. So we're going to grab some of our choice ones. I got grabbing man here. Absolutely got to grab man. Alright, nice, quick and simple.
Simple and clean as the way that you're making me feel tonight?
No.
It's hard to let it go.
No. No. We don't want to invite those lawyers.
It's sung by Donald Duck.
Yeah, especially if it's sung by Donald.
Have it sung by Daffy, and we'll see and we'll try talking then. Alright.
How about Toad?
God. that's nightmare fuel.
You know, I actually think I know someone who did sing it as Toad.
Alright, here's an interesting one. I may be stupid. It has an interesting shape to it. You can if I make it any smaller, it's going to be harder to see. But obviously, I can't fit it into either side without overlapping. So, this is when you have to start thinking logically. In this case, we got to rotate our image for science. I said
Dun,
the
dun,
image.
dun.
I said rotate the image.
Rotate your owl.
Okay, let's try this again. There we go. Okay. So, yep. Just remember, image rotation is an option. If you can't get something that fits just right, there are ways to make it fit better. All right, and we're gonna get the cutesy. The ponies may cause heart attack. I really like that one. It had the cute one, the cute vibe to it. So, not everything has to be complete brain rot. Get a nice little mix of fun, silly, cute vibes in there, and it really levels it out. It's like getting the comic relief in the middle of a drama going on in a show. You can't go full tilt both ways. Got to get a little on both ends. We're gonna grab Colgate here because might as well. Okay, Colgate's gonna be our next one. Now, a lot of this I am literally picking as my inspiration feels it. So, if you're wondering why am I grabbing this one and not the other one, I'm literally letting my brain just tell me what to do. It's a dangerous thing to do. I admit it. I have no idea what my brain's doing half the time, but in this case, it seems to work out.
It requires trusting the brain sometimes.
Yeah, and I'm as scared as you are. But,
A dangerous pastime, I know.
And we, of course, we're gonna grab the spear, the wielder of the spear here.
The Sphere of Destiny?
Lance Longinus.
There you go. That's the word.
My spear you no touch, or I shall bite.
With my golden tipped spear.
Okay, let's see.
Fear and Magic Helmet? Fear and Magic Helmet?
Okay, and they told me I needed ears, but I didn't listen. Let's grab that one. It feels like we're just making sure we get some of the other generations in this one, but I'm okay with that.
No, that one did pop in under me searching the tags cute and meme.
Ah. Alright, so we got Doorspam number 2. Nice, quick, and easy worked out. Let's make sure we get this as a PNG, because it is, you can't print a Krita file, you gotta print a PNG.
What? I've been seeing this ever.
What?
Oh, I've been seeing some, like, pony card game that I haven't seen before, or like a collector's card.
Oh boy.
Is it Pony Wars?
I don't know.
Or is it the cards that have been recently coming out that are, is it a Chinese or?
It is
Oh,
Chinese.
Okay, it looks like they're from the Chinese area.
Yeah, it might be the ones I keep talking about every week. They seem to come up with more every time.
So I keep seeing it only on Facebook, where they don't tell you anything.
Oh yeah, no, I wouldn't trust those at all. I don't trust anything on Facebook anymore at this point. All right, getting actual memes in here. We got to make sure we also get the latest memes, which is a flawless Sparkle Moon. Because now she's a fandom favorite now. She has to be in here. And wow, she is flawless. She's literally flawless. She fits like a glove. I didn't even have to do anything. Alright, and okay, we're gonna get at least one of the really questionable bug horses. So let's go with Bug Horse Hooters for now. Because I am really curious. I'm really not sure if I should put that jar in or not. That is such like it's like grabbing your collar home kind of territory there.
Like
It's a fun time.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna.
No doubt about it, but also it's like.
All right, we're gonna grab Applejack here because the apple bucking stops. That is not what I wanted. Oh, I did. Did I goof up here? I goofed up here. Okay. Gonna undo that. Let's try that again over here. What the hell was that?
Sibling yelling at me.
All right. And get the apple bucking stops. Then let's go ahead and open up. Okay, now let's see. Let's get 3 Caballeros in here. I wanted that as just a random reference if anybody actually gets it. A lot of these are just because, you know, I like to play games with my door sometimes. Like the random references, the different generations in here. I like to throw a bunch of different random things in, so it's not just memes, which is also why I didn't want anybody to just focus on memes alone. Because it's easy to do just the Doorspam memes. It is easy.
Oh, you're gonna put them sideways?
But it's not fun. Yeah. Yeah, what that voice just said. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Alright, let's see.
Apologies, sibling being here means outside noises.
All right, we're gonna grab the chicken jockey.
Hi, Toa sibling.
Hi, random voices.
Voices, you are somewhat welcomed.
Cirky, you've met Toa sibling.
No, oh yeah, I think I have actually.
Yeah, it was at Everfree 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good times.
Okay, that's weird. Did I?
Okay, I think
Yeah,
I have
you hit
found
copy
it.
again.
Oh, okay. Something went wrong here, or
Cole, my sibling says hi back.
Thank you.
oh no, it didn't quite grab it. I guess. Let's try that again. Edit copy. All right. Let's see. Let me put. Come on, paste it. There we are. There's our chicken jockey. All right, and let's see. One.
Oh,
you know, we're gonna get the comic strip one, the existential crisis one. That really feels like an existential crisis, though, right? Am I not the only one there?
Crisis
Alright.
of some sort.
This is my slide, and I'm gonna ride it.
Alright, now comes the really fun part, because we got 3 pages down. We got some of the really good ones that we wanted to get immediately. The problem is that now when we get to the 4th page, that is when we start having to think. Because we only have 1 more page left. And we have more than enough material to fill it. Which also means we can't fit it all in. And unfortunately, we can't try again. So let's go ahead and get our last template up here. Alright. So let's see. We're going to go down the line here real fast. Got toys. We got the Staring Twilight. We got the PEMDAS. We got the Count the Potato. Okay, you know, I'm grabbing potato. See, this is how it works. Just start going down. You're like, oh wait, the potato. I like the potato. We're going to put in potato.
okay. Looking more into it, it is a Caillou Friendship Eternal card set.
Yep, that is what Second's been hyping about.
Yeah, the Caillou card sets. They are freaking amazing, but they're all from China right now. Oh, right! The Ewok Crunchy. We gotta grab Ewok Crunchy.
Oh god, what?
Exactly.
So crunchy.
Tasty. I can taste the frames.
You're gonna have it crunched and then smeared wider crunch.
Did someone say Captain Crunch?
CMC. That picture still has more frames than one of my game.
Alright. So, let's see. We got the Kieran. We got the Kieran. We also got the I Can See You. The That's My Pony. We're gonna grab That's My Pony. I wanted to grab some old school ones in here, and That's My Pony is such an old school. That was just like early fandom old school right there. And I pressed copy again. So, yep, see, we're already whittling it down. We're whittling it down. We only got 3 more spots left.
Hold on, Speedy Gonzalez. It's not a race, it's a marathon.
It is a race. We should have been done a while ago. Our show should be over, almost over at this point.
We're gonna basically end off right after this. Should we?
We'll probably still play the closing
voice shoutouts while you're doing this.
You know what? Let's go ahead and do so then. While I'm wrapping this all up, let's start out. Coal Dust.
Hi.
What are your shoutouts?
Shouts out to all the amazing pony artists out there who make so much awesome art. Also, shoutouts to the artist Sabana Smiles on Blue Sky, because their Tumblr is full of comics that I've been obsessed with all day.
By the way, Coal Dust.
Also, shoutouts to Toa and Toa Sibling.
By the way, Coal Dust.
Hi.
So, next week I'm going to be at BabsCon, which means you are going to have the reins.
Ooh.
You got anything already planned?
I was thinking, since I still have the license for it, next week would be a great time to go through some pony trivia. So if you missed out on pony trivia from the convention, and maybe if you missed out on pony trivia from the convention 3 to 5 years ago,
Mid-air pony fair.
yes, Mid-Air Pony Fair, we'll be running through some of that. So, if that interests you at all, and if you're around, come around, invite friends, and compete to see how much pony knowledge you know, and also just see how unhinged we were making trivia that many years ago. We were, I'm not gonna lie, unhinged was very much a theme.
Very.
Yep.
I was gonna
Okay.
suggest maybe bringing back the trivia for the ponies online.
Oh, yeah,
That
no,
was great.
I'm doing
That
that.
is part of
That's
it.
the plan.
Yep.
I know before he started saying something, that's what I was gonna suggest.
Yep. So, yeah. Gotta do some pony trivia next week. So, bring your brains, bring your fingers for clicking buttons, because we will have some multiple choice. And remember, there is always the grand prize of nothing.
Absolutely
It's
nothing.
a wonderful nothing.
Yeah,
You can have
Yes.
an air hug.
nothing, all for you. But
Alright.
you gotta answer the questions in order to get it.
Okay, before we go on to the next person, sorry. I have to throw up my hands in frustration. There's so many good ones in here. I cannot limit this to 4. We're gonna do one more page.
Yay!
We're gonna,
Heck yeah.
In our inauguration, we're gonna do a 5th page because dang it, you guys gave me too much. I cannot just say no to some of these. So while we're doing that,
You
CMC,
asked and you
This
received.
is what happens when you make it a group project.
It really is, and I love you all for it. I mean, look at this. Here's Wonderwall. I almost missed Wonderwall. I almost missed Wonderwall. I would have sucked. See, this is why I love you guys. You came and you went flying with this, and now I'm suffering. Please go ahead and give our shout out, CMC.
Quite frankly, I think I want to get that Wonderwall one to just slap around other conventions right on the musicians' tables. Shoutouts. Fires, explosions, fossil events, Tricky Ellie, Roan, things. We'll see if I have brain for something on Wednesday. We'll definitely be up to some shenanigans on Thursday.
Alright, then on to DM21.
Have a great week. Stay healthy and get some sleep.
We all are going to be doing that. Rainstorm.
Look out for a possible stream this Saturday. If I don't have to work, we're gonna be doing some golf with friends, hopefully, maybe.
Alright, Textalion.
Okay.
Zach, are you there? If you're there, you might be muted.
What? Yeah? Oh, sorry. Shoutouts?
Shoutouts.
Yep.
Night all.
Sorry,
Quick
it's
and
just
fair.
such a production for nothing. Tokoi.
Shouts out to all the lovely people. We'll be on the phone after this, and I'll get the link to you in just a moment.
Alright, and then, let's see. Suki of the Otaku Ascended.
I'm going to bed after I deal with laundry. So
Alright.
we'll be in bed soon.
Okay, let's see if I can do my closeout shoutouts while I'm literally still making this thing. So,
Wait, were we almost about to miss Andrew? He looked like your stupid dad?
yes, this is why I had to make a 5th. We got so many good ones. I actually had to go back and just like, screw it. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna admit, I've been dancing over the Chrissy with Twilight in a Bottle. I'm sorry. I think
Sadness.
it's hilarious. It's amazing. We just got so many other good ones. I cannot, in good conscience, put that in there. We got bug hooters. Let's go with that. So while we're getting,
I see how it is.
You hit copy again.
Yes, I did. I loved it. This is the problem with making these. There are so many years I've had so many great images I have never been able to use. I should actually do a Doorspam sequel. I should, like, next year. No, I can't do that. Like, I would like to spend, like, next year going through all the Doorspam I didn't use and use that as Doorspam, but then I would miss out on all the great new Doorspam that came out. It is a cycle. It is a vicious, unadulterated, painful cycle of death. And this is gonna be our last one. This is our last one. I'm making an executive decision. We are getting this because we know what this is about. And this is the way of giving my frustration to this. While I'm doing this, reminder, I am going to be at BabsCon this week. I'm leaving in a few days. I'm going to be driving. That also means there will not be any Brony show next week. There will be something, because Coldust is taking the reins on that, because he loves you all and he wants to give you an awesome, fun time. So give a big thank you to Coldust as he entertains all of you. Along with that, I found out I just barely had enough space. I'm going to grab coconuts, have water in them, because I think I could squeeze that in. This is literally what I've been reduced to. Just a reminder, Thursday... actually, Rainy, are you still going to be doing the Thursday thing?
Yeah, Thursday we're doing normal stream stuff. It's
Right.
just with having 3 days off, I'm trying to fill it up.
Right. Yep. Just wanted to double check. So yeah, Rainy is still going to be doing their normal Thursday team stream, so be sure to tune in for that. Of course, that means Sunday there will be no Circuits Gaming Room, because once again I will be in California enjoying BabsCon, and there will also be, well, there might be a pre-show, so but keep an eye on the Discord on that. We will have a Coffee House after party tonight because I'm here right now, and that is a good time to do it. That is our 5th page. All of these are going to be on the show notes for you to enjoy. So please, 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 please feel free to take the Doorspam and use it for yourself. This is the official Brony Show Doorspam for anybody and everybody to use, not just me. Granted, I am going to be using this, but everybody else is going to have access and ability. And let's see. Okay, shout out to our chatters here. Yeah, I know there's no music either. Sorry. Shout out to Chris Matt Captain, keeping an eye on the chat. Chaos Sakai, Cold Dude, Fantastic Fred, Sonic 441, Techman Tech Sound in a second, Vaguely Creeping, Yay, Archivers.
Did that without their music? How dare!
I know.
How dare!
I feel so insulted for myself. I really do. But we got the show notes in there. I don't have the images in there yet. I'm going to be getting them in during the after party. So if you're watching this live, it's not going to be in there immediately. Give me a little bit to get them in, but I will get them in just a few minutes. But for the rest of you out there who are watching on archive or watching us live on YouTube, Twitch, or wherever archive or streams might go, however you're catching the Brony Show, thank you so much. Thank you so much for your time, your love, your attention, your devotion, everything about it. I also want to give a big shout out to all the great creators out there, the artists, the Twitters, the shit posters. I love you guys. You guys are hilarious. You come up with stupid, silly, zany, insane concepts, and they just make me laugh and giggle, and they give me that little lift and that little bit of joy that I love so much. It's just so much fun, and I always love seeing it. So I did want to thank all of you for all of your great contributions and creations out there, and I hope you continue to make them. And if you aren't, I hope you feel inspired to make them, because there's always room for more people to create and more people to come up with silly, stupid ideas. And remember, some of these are really dumb ideas, but that's what makes them fun. So don't be afraid of a dumb idea. Be afraid of the idea you never show anyone. Because that's the idea that dies. That got dark, didn't it?
I just want to say this: your current background is proper for all this. Warning: pony content ahead.
Yeah, okay. All right, really
Pony,
quick.
pony,
Yeah.
pony, pony,
There you
pony,
go. There you
pony.
go. Warning, pony content ahead. All right, good night, everybody. We will see you in the coffee house after party if you're watching us live. Otherwise, I hope you all have a good night. And we're
Good night,
That
closing.
all.
warning was perfectly placed for people watching the show backwards.
Yeah.